6, 4, 6, 2, 3. This is a genius work. Okay, welcome back. Today we want to talk more advanced project. And the topic today we are going to talk about is randomization, or throwing the dice, or get the inspiration from nowhere, whatever you call it. We want to generate some human, unpredictable pattern and use that into the music. Okay, so what if I want? Yeah, we need to use random and very handy command in this for the list. You can use simply CHOOSE, this command. This list, they will randomly choose some unpredictable for you. Oh, let's try. Okay, every heartbeat, they generate a note from the scale. Sounds like. But within this note, not. No, we already give the range for it to choose from, right? This is the C4 from. Okay, now we already can randomize our note. What about I want it more like random in rhythm? So this is something we can control in sleep time, right? Sleep beat. So let's discover another RAND. It's a short name for random. Okay, if you find something that you are not sure, always go look for tutorial or the reference menu page help. Okay, here let's look at the tutorial. Randomization, you can read it along. There's a function called RAND, ranged random. Okay, by giving the beginning and the end, they will generate something unpredictable value within this range. Okay, so this is a random. How to use that? You can simply copy and paste. Okay, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so let's try this function rrandom. Rrandom will choose something between a range. So let's see if I choose a 0.25 to 1, this range. Let's see what happened. Why not? So this is a value between the, we know 1 is 1 beat, 0.5 is a heartbeat, 0.25 is it's a 8th beat, right? So it's kind of in between those values to choose from, very like a human playback. Okay, not quite stable. But if you want more stable list, how could we do? We can still use the list. For example, we use 0.25, 0.5, and 1. We declare a list and allow this to choose from. So there's only these 3 combination. Let's try. What else we can do for the music? I want to use chord, C-H-O-R-D. I need to define a chord, my chord. Chord, remember C3, major chord. Now we want to exercise random. So we want this index will be randomized. Okay, how can we do that? Of course, you can use the same approach. You can use random, you can use the previous, giving a list that you can choose from 1 to 6. Here, we want to teach you another method. Let's go to see tutorial. Where's my tutorial? In the index part, there are a section called A9, randomization, and you just scroll down. You can see a lot of examples, random melody, random function. Here, you can see they already list some handy randomization function. I know this is dice, right? So they will generate a number between 1 and 6. So I'm going to use the dice in this. So now let's call dice. And before I put into 4 times, I use a variable number I, D-I-C-E, 6. And I print out my I, and be sure to use I minus 1, which means if you want to play back 5 chord, actually in the list, which will be number 4. So let's see what happened. And look at the message. Number 1. 5. 1. 1. 2. Yeah, we have a 2. 3. 6. Remember, 6 is a minor chord. 3. What about you try to improvise? Okay, so you can noodle around, you can make fun of yourself, or you can just design your own melody and the harmony they play together. So I think that's really very, very powerful if you study to compute. You compose the music, but you use a computation mind to look at how music can be constructed. Because sometimes we are so stuck into the traditional 1 5 4 6 pattern. We need to a little bit inspiration from the God. So we use the randomize. One thing I would like to let you know is that when we choose random, the computer, they try to simulate the randomization. However, you may hear people say that, oh, every time I run the random, the result seems like the same. Every time you run, is that real? Is that real thing? Let's make it simple. Let's listen to the melody to make a discovery. Okay, this is my first time to randomize the melody. Okay. Remember? Re-listen, rerun. The same. I rerun. What happened? I'm using randomize. Why the system always give me the same note? Okay. Here is a big secret. This randomize we call a pseudo-random. It's not a totally random. It's a sequence pre-generated in the computer. But the good thing is that if you choose the different sequence, you get every time you get a different pattern. Okay? So now I want to introduce a useful command we call use random seed. You have a seed. 6. Please give me a random seed 6. So they will choose from the random sequence. Number 6, they give you a randomized. The next time, 2, they give you another randomized. Okay, so it's all depends on your random seed. Let's see. If I random seed is 1, run. If I random seed is 2, yeah, result is different. If I random seed is 1, again, yeah, that's the same. If I random seed is 100, yeah. So that's it. How can you automatically choose a random seed? That's a good question. You can use the dice to decide the seed, and the seed decide the randomized pattern. Okay, this is one way. Another way is everybody use very commonly is use the time. What time it is now? You need to look at now is a 5:30 and 5 seconds and maybe 10 milliseconds. If I ask the same question, what time it is now? The second change, right? That it's impossible to be the same time, right? So usually we will do this. We will use system time to collect the current time information. Okay. Now I'm going to help you to do it. Time, now, and 2i. Okay. Just copy this instruction. Be sure the time need to be capital, big letter. Okay. And let's run. Let's rerun. Stop. Rerun. A little bit different, right? So, which means that your random seeds, every time you run, they catch the system clock, they will generate, they convert it into an integer. A little bit like you are doing this. So, this is how you can get approximately, unpredictably, unexpectedly, spontaneously system clock. Random. Something that you are hardly capture the pattern. I hope that you get something useful and be inspired from the power of randomization. We will see you in the next interesting, small, tiny project. Bye-bye.